Hey, what's happening? We're going to get this started here real quick. The Facebook Live is rolling now. Getting ready to get started the podcast. Interesting topic today. Always an interesting topic. So let's get into things. What do you say? Hey, what's up? It is Joey Little, your social little man on the interwebs. Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram. No longer Vine. No longer Snapchat. I gave that up a while back. But your social little man with today's Facebook Live and also today's podcast. Going to get into content and how to the secret sauce to content to put out on social media. What's happening, Heather? Heather, first one in the door. What's up? So this has to go two ways that we can do it today, or both. If you're trying to personally brand yourself, and we'll talk about what personal brand is and a little tiny bit, and then also if you're trying to brand a business that's online. But remember this: your business is you. Whether you're the CEO, whether you're a director, whether you're a VP, whether you're a manager, whether you're just a ditch digger, whatever it is, you are your business. You are the company. You are who we're representing. So thanks for everybody joining. And we're going to talk about the secret sauce to content because there's an epidemic online, and that is the lurkers. And after speaking to a lot of lurkers, it seems that most lurkers, they don't mind being lurkers. And what a lurker is somebody who never engages with your content, never says anything, but maybe will run into you at a bar or at a restaurant or at a grocery store and say, hey, listen, hey, how's your eye doing? And you're like, well, how the hell do you know? Oh, yeah, I posted on Facebook 3 weeks ago, and this person read about it. So my favorite are the lurkers that when you post something online, let's say Facebook, and then they send you direct messages to give you the 2 cents of what you've posted online, which I think is funny. It's just that people just don't want to look stupid online, and that's why a lot of people are lurkers, and some people just don't have the energy to do it. So today we're going to talk about a lot of those lurkers want to be more active online, but they just don't know what to post. They don't know what to do. So a little bit of research and a little bit of personal stuff that I've done and the consulting that I do with businesses on what kind of content to put out there. We're going to go over a little bit of that today. But as always, the most important part of the Facebook Live, not the podcast, because that's just a one-way communication message here. But the Facebook Live is what's working for you guys that are logging into the Facebook Live. What's working for you online? Because I'm seeing a lot of people here that I see online quite a bit, and putting out good content. We're going to stay away from what's up, Brad? We're going to stay away. Brad just announces himself in the room. This is what's funny. We're getting so many regulars that are coming into the Facebook Live. They just announce, hey, I'm here. What's up? What's up? Let's go. We're not going to talk politics today, even though tomorrow is election day. But this is going to put a big hurt on a lot of people out there. My cousin's in the room. Hey, what's up, Todd? All the way up the great Northwest, I believe. And we are going to talk about not when I say no election means that a lot of you are going to be suffering because it looks like the majority of content that you're putting online nowadays, recently in the last year, has been completely political charged. You're passionate about it. So Kevin's here. Everybody is calling themselves in Cleveland. What's up, Steve? All the way from Cleveland, Ohio. Sorry about the loss, bro. I don't know if you're an Indians fan, but that was one heck of a series, right? Lisa. Hey, Lisa. Wichita's here. I haven't seen you on here for a while. Good. It's good that you guys are here. But we're going to talk about content. We're going to talk about either you're going to do a personal brand content for yourself, which is what I do, but I also run the brand team for the company that I work with, which is AutoAlert, and what kind of information that needs to be out, what kind of content is out there. I will tell you the number one thing, and I'm sorry that he's not in the Facebook Live right now, but he might be showing up here. Wyoming in the house of Kellen. It's happening. Arnold, that's right, Arnold Tiarina. I can't ever say his last name. He's a storyteller, and that's what you have to be online. You have to be a storyteller, and you have to not worry about what people think about you as long as you don't stay controversial. You'll stay away from being controversial. So really it comes down to write these down if you want to. If you're still doing old school, you want to do some pens, write some stuff down, some notes, but it has to be about personal, it has to be about purpose, and it has to be about promotion. Those are the 3 things that if you're trying to personally brand yourself along with what you do with your goods and services or the company that you work for. So if you happen to work for Ford dealership in Wichita, Kansas. Lisa, shout out to you with Mel Hamilton Ford. You represent the company when you're online. It doesn't matter. If you've got the name of if you're doing any kind of business publicly, even if you're not associating with it on Facebook, you still represent the company. You absolutely represent the company. So how do you do it? Purpose, personal, promotion. Not necessarily in those 3 words. Brad says Cowboys are 7-1 secret sauces. Look at that. That can seek. Bedtime story. That's great. Yeah, it's absolutely a bedtime story. How would you tell a story of what you do, your goods and services, or the culture of what you're all about? It's through storytelling. It's not through stats. It's not through statistics. You remember this. This is a really cool thing, is that if you do a presentation, if you happen to do a presentation such as what I'm doing right now, or if you do it in a big room at a workshop or whatever like that, 60% of the people will walk away from your presentation remembering a story. But less than 6% will actually walk away from your presentation remembering a statistic. And that's what comes down to content on the web. The content that you're putting out there has to be storytelling. But there is that small, people that are into the stats, into the Elon Musks of the world that have to have the back-end analytics about everything. But mostly people are storytellers or want to hear stories. So what are some of the stuff that you can put online to tell a story? What are some of the things that you can do to keep it creative, to keep people's attention to what you're doing? Todd says, what to look for in starting an online store? Build your own or use a prefabbed. Are you talking about a website? Or the online store? So an e-commerce website? Todd, we can talk about that. But yeah, hey Lisa, thanks for joining. And make sure you can come back. You can watch this video later on, Lisa. You don't have to watch it in real time. Also, I'll have the podcast out too. So content. You have to tell stories, a storyteller. Original images. Images are great. People are visual people. Why has Instagram just exploded? Why is Instagram so popular? Because of images. It doesn't do anything else but images. People are a visually collective type people, and it's becoming more and more and more. Good morning, Kenny, all the way from East Coast. I think Kenny's in Kentucky, I believe. I'm going to see him next week. That's awesome. At Kane, we'll talk about this as well. But it's original images. Take pictures. How many pictures do you have on your phone right now that you've never even put on social media? And this is not about becoming like an attention whore, right? You don't have to be like me. You don't have to be an attention whore like me. This is just what fuels me, and I like it. What's really weird about me is that in real life, and people will disagree with this, but the people that are disagreeing, my mother even disagreed with this, and it broke my heart because she doesn't really know the true me, is I'm an introvert when I get out and about. I'm a little bit, if I am putting on a show, it's because I think I have to. I put a face on, and that's what I have to do. But I feel most comfortable by myself, and I feel really comfortable in front of a microphone. I did this for 8 years in broadcasting, in a room where I can talk to people, but I kind of do it to myself. So telling a story online is very easy for me. Got to constantly look for those images are thumb stoppers. That's correct, Chris. You're looking for the ones that stop you in your tracks. Sally says, it's much easier to look at a phone than to read a paragraph. Why memes are so popular. Total introvert for Heather. So that's correct. Did you know, and this is one of the first things that I tell anybody that's getting into content, that wants to do new content or more content for themselves online, if you're trying to promote your goods, your services, or even yourself, then this is for people that are, teenagers that want to be babysitters, or somebody who's doing an at-home type service. If you're selling like beachwear, or what is it called? Bodyworks, beach body. If you're selling any of these kind of at-home services, is that you have to tell a story. And one of those is you can create your own memes. I don't know if you knew this, but like I said, I got distracted there. The first thing I tell people is that Google can be your best friend. If you have any questions about what you can do for content or anything that's out there, then Google is your best friend, which is why we're going to get into Meme Maker. Kenny says people might not know it, but I'm not comfortable around a crowd of people. I'm not good at small talk. Kenny, we're in the same boat. I want to know more about blogging as well as associated with business. Todd, that'll be in a future episode coming up. We'll talk more about blogging and more content. But you can create your own memes. Just a little while ago, I put a meme out there. Just go into Google and type in meme generator. And you can see, first of all, so you don't look silly online, do a little bit of research and read what a meme is. A lot of people don't understand what a meme is. And maybe we can do a Facebook Live and a blog in the future, video blog in the future, podcast about memes. We can do something simple like that. But know a meme, know your meme, and then create your own. It creates a lot of people recognize the meme, which is why if it's going to be Willy Wonka meme with Gene Wilder, or that wasn't a meme. The troll was not a meme, but good try, Brad. If you saw it locally or recently, I'm sorry, not locally, there was a picture that's just an image. That's just a funny image. That was a funny image. But a meme has something behind it. It's able to tell a story just by looking at it, whether it's Bad Luck Brian, whether it's Willy Wonka, whether it's Confession Bear, whether it's it's out there. People see the picture, they know that that's going to be the theme of the meme, and then your dialogue on the meme really kind of drives it home. Yeah, William's coming in and saying if you want to be selling online, don't try to sell online. That's true. Be your authentic self. I really like your 3 points. Yeah, personal, purpose, and promotion. I got it written down here, so kind of help myself out. I did a lot of notes before I do this. So memes, that's one. Number two, oh, this is a dirty word. This is a very, very dirty word. Nobody likes to say the dirty word, but selfies. Selfies do it, man. Selfies are great. Selfies are a way to really humanize what you're doing online so that people know that there's a person, whether this is for a Facebook page or whether this is for your own personal brand. Selfies are great. Selfies get a bad rep because a lot of people that don't do it, those lurkers out there, kind of judge those that do. And you know what? Here's the deal. Just do it. Selfies really humanize who you are. Now, 73 selfies a day, I don't know if that's healthy, but every once in a while, where do you go to create memes? Pinterest? No, you just go into Google. This is from Todd. Just go to Google and type in meme generator. Kermit the Frog is the best one. That's a great meme also. But it's none of my business, isn't it? See a little inside? That's what you know when you see the Kermit the Frog meme. You know it's none of my business. Just drinking a little tea. Excuse me. But selfies. Selfies are great. Selfies with customers. Selfies with other employees that you work with colleagues, things like that. They're great. People are not comfortable getting their picture taken a lot, but sometimes a selfie is a little bit more. If you give the camera to somebody else, they're going to be like, oh, I'm not in this. But yeah, try it out. Selfies are great. I got to bring up Kenny again. Kenny takes selfie videos with recently sold customers, and it's superb. The way that he interacts with them is great. Brad says stickers on your face equals a selfie 2.0. That's true. I do have stickers with my face on it right here. They will be available in San Antonio if you're going to be in San Antonio this later this week, and also in Lexington, Kentucky next week. I'll be there with the stickers. So let's move on. So the selfies go around, right around with original images. So original images work really well. Selfies, original images. Here's another one that people absolutely love. How many people, by a show of likes on the screen, love the TV show How It's Made? How many of you have just been sitting there on a Sunday afternoon or a Saturday afternoon or maybe late at night when you can't sleep and you're flipping around and you see it in one of those kind of Discovery channels or something like that, the How It's Made there? Well, it shows you basically how everything is made. They've done everything except for how it's made for how it's made, right? That people love to see the behind the scenes, the version of how it's made. So also a process, and my customers being automotive dealerships across the country, also in Europe and in Canada, there's a lot of things that happen at a dealership that people just do not know. There's a great way that you can show behind the scenes, whether you're at a home-based product, just showing your home base. I've got some people that I have on my feed that I don't even wear makeup. I think I should, but I don't wear makeup, and they're doing how it's, behind the scenes of how to use certain things. I get sick and tired of just seeing sell. Like sell. Here's a car or here's a product. You need to buy it. Here's the thing. Show me how you use it. Show me how other people use it. Show me the behind the scenes of maybe how it's made. Show me the behind the scenes of how you would pitch this product and different people, how you would pitch it to them, how it works out for different types of different markets that are out there. How somebody who's going to be my age, 40s, male, in Midwest compared to female in Southern California or female in New Jersey or a male in Miami, Florida, right? Who's not as pale as me. And then I'm seeing this a lot online again, and moving on a little bit. Kiss makeup is great. I would be the Peter Crisp, like the kitty cat. But this one is starting to bother me again. I used to do this years ago. I used to get called out all the time by my boy, Sean Morse. Love Sean to death. Doesn't have a care in the world when he's telling me that he thinks there's some BS going on here. But I used to ask dumb questions. Just dumb questions just to get engagement online. Just dumbass questions. Have you ever left your coffee on top of your car and drove off in the morning? Who cares? Like, who really cares? And I'm seeing that happen a lot. Unfortunately, I'm also seeing it from people that consider themselves social media consultants to help people get more engagement and stuff like that. That's just fake engagement. That's just bull crap engagement. Nobody really cares. You're just seeing how many likes and comments and shares you get. Here's the thing. You're not seeing how many people you're driving to the website, and you're not telling a story. You're just asking dumbass questions that it's dumb. And the people that are answering that are just people that just have nothing to do. So stop asking dumb questions. Start asking real questions that have to do with what's going on in the world today, that has to do with you, that has to do with your customer base or your market or even outside your market. And one of those kind of things is stay alert of what is trending. Let's look and see right now. And Facebook has different trending for different people. So I'm going to jump over to Twitter and see right now at 10 o'clock in the morning in Kansas City on Monday morning, election week. What's trending right now? Election final thoughts are trending right now. Monday motivation is trending right now. Janet Reno, apparently, oh, I just learned this. Janet Reno has apparently passed away. If winter were canceled, let's see, there's a couple things that are on here. We'll look at the trending on Facebook, which is really awesome. They have the trending on Facebook. Travis Tritt, Ted Nugent, that's a really odd group. Curtis Blow, Travis Tritt, and Ted Nugent are all trending on Facebook right now. Who would have thought that those three people would be trending at the same time on Facebook? But this is if you've got some kind of story to tell about Ted Nugent, or if you got some kind of story to tell about Curtis Blow. You know, if you're a big fan of basketball, you know, one of the first original hip hop songs that are out there, you know, you tell the story about it. For some reason, Curtis Blow is trending, and we'll find out why. Oh, he's talking about police officers that saved his life. He's talking about he's given a lot of support to Blue Lives Matter. Or not necessarily Blue Lives Matter, but the fact that he has had a great experience with police officers. So it kind of gets a little political there, but, you know, stay away from political, but maybe there's some other things. Brad coming in again with, if you want your own selfie shirt, take a selfie, then download the Silhouette app. You can do that, absolutely. So moving with content that you can put online, asking real questions. Real questions. Especially with Janet Reno. I have no idea what kind of real question I would ask about Janet Reno, but that's just something that you're into. You want to get political, maybe you can get on that side. Travis Tritt criticizes the CMAs for having Beyonce performance and pays the price. Don't mess with Beyonce. Is that what he's trending for? So there's a great one right there. That's not political. It's also kind of, you know, it's catchy. It's what's going on. Do you agree with Travis Tritt? Do you disagree? Are you a Beyonce fan? Are you not a Beyonce fan? But you got to be careful, because no matter what your view is online, there's going to be a group of people that absolutely hate you. And you may lose customers that way, but you decide what line you're going to walk there. If you're really hardcore about it, right, then do it. But yeah, look for things that are trending. Random thoughts. Random thoughts are really, really amazing too, as long as they're not way out in left field. As long as they're not way out in left field. But random thoughts, you know, random great thoughts. I drive 45 minutes in the morning every single day here in Kansas City. I live in South Overland Park, which is about 45 minutes away from my offices here at Auto Alert. And I've got a ton of random thoughts. Right now I'm listening to an Elon Musk biography, and I've got 1,000 thoughts that are going on while I'm listening to that. And I do want to come in and I want to ask questions, and the Elon's making me hate my life because this guy, like $10.4 billion. Dude's, oh man, SpaceX, also with Tesla and all that. Well, I know there's car dealers watching this right now, and I don't mean to hit a sore spot with the Tesla thing, but dude, the dude is on, now with the solar. But anyway, there's just tons of thoughts. So random thoughts really, really kind of resonate with people. And you can get people to agree with you. You can also start a conversation. And it's something I need to do more of, is more random thoughts. By the way, thanks for everybody that's listening to the podcast that's on right now. And then all of you that are in the Facebook Live. If you want to join the Facebook Live in the future, it's just simple. Go to facebook.com/SocialLittleMan. Let's connect. We can do something there. More of these are now being put out on YouTube. So if you can follow me on Twitter, whatever it is, you're going to be able to see these. Spotlight people. That's another one I came up with. Let's see. Joey, have you seen the Why But Wait blog? No, I have not seen that. So send me a link. I'd really appreciate to see that. Put it in the comments here too, Brad. I know you like to put links in there so we can all enjoy what it is. But spotlight people. There it is. He's already, Elon Musk, the world's raddest man. Yeah, read his biography. It totally suggests that. So spotlight people. Spotlighting people is also what's happening during this Facebook Live. Spotlighting, you know, that Brad's popped in here, that Kenny's on here, and then, you know, the people are coming in. So if you have a conversation that's going on, here's what you don't want to do. Let's talk about two separate things here. And I've been guilty of one of these, which is driving me crazy, and I've stopped doing it. Yeah, and not just people, Kenny. Kenny's coming in and said, how about spotlighting businesses you also frequent? Absolutely. Absolutely. You really want to get, and I'm going to tell you about the two things that drive me crazy, or one thing that drives me crazy. You really want to get a local business really excited about you, that you frequently every single day or weekly or whatever it is. Go online to Google and write them a good review. Write them a good review of what you've experienced with that. There's not enough people writing reviews out there, and this is a chance for you to get started. Just find out one place. Maybe you go get coffee at the same place every day, or maybe weekly, or maybe there's a place you go get lunch. It's just Jimmy John's is what I get. I get delivered almost every single day here. Write them a nice review online and then post it to their Facebook page or tweet it at them or do something. And if you want to take it a step further, then go to other review sites besides Google and write a good review about that business, maybe on Yelp, maybe on TripAdvisor, maybe on other sites, City Search, Merchant Circle, whatever it is. Write a review. If you live in an apartment complex and you're paying rent somewhere and you love it there and you're having a great time, write a review for them online and then feature it on their Facebook page. Or, again, write them a review directly on Facebook because they're going to see it and they're going to understand and they're going to like it. And then start spotlighting that. Hey, Kim says, completely agree. Reviews are the key. Zell says, I just wrote one for the gym I go to. I never write reviews. Was it good? Zell, was it a good review? I think it was, because the things you put on Facebook seems like you really like that gym you're going to. But yeah, totally. Spotlight people, spotlight businesses. Spotlight people. So here's one right now. Instead of doing the same old post that you're going to do for Veterans Day and putting up a picture of a flag or maybe of a military burial site or whatever it is, instead of doing that, why don't you just highlight the people that are in your life that are veterans? And some people do that. Look at that. I'm framing out if you're watching the Facebook Live, I'm framing my own face with my fingers on the Facebook Live and the video feed. This is why you've got to watch the Facebook Live and not just the blog or the podcast. Sally says, I love a TripAdvisor reviews to help me find a good motel good hotel when I travel. Losing bandwidth here and cutting out at the office to catch the replay. Thanks for the tips, Joe. Yeah, you can catch the replay all the time. Thanks, William, for jumping in. But yeah, let's talk about, where was that? Oh, so Veterans Day. I fortunately have 3 really good friends and my father who, and I'm sure there's more people in my life if I kind of got down and thought about it, but my 2 very, very best friends, they're brothers, Silent Mike and Noodles. Yes, that's their names. Silent Mike, he talks like this. He likes to whisper when he talks. It's just something that happened to him when he was, either over in Iraq during the war, and then my other best friend Noodles, which is his younger brother. Real names are Mike and Bill, but we call him. But I'm going to give him a shout out. I'm going to say, hey, listen, I'm going to highlight them. I'm going to spotlight who they are, and maybe people that we have in common as friends maybe not know the fact that these 2 guys are veterans. And my dad, who spent time just after Vietnam in the Army. Just kind of spotlight that, just kind of throw. Now, some people think that's cheesy. Some people think that that's just words in the wind, slacktivism. If I really, really cared, I'd send them a card or buy them dinner or something like that. I'll do that too if we get a chance, but just not putting it online. Chris says they take pics of all your veteran employees for an article in the local paper. That's cool. Lizelle's coming back to the gym saying she's been getting free protein shakes ever since she did that. Who knew? That's cool. So spotlighting people. The one thing that drives me crazy is when I get tagged in posts just because of my reach. Now, let me back up here because some of you have been tagged in my posts before and wonder why in the hell you've been tagged in my post. Maybe some of you from my hometown. And I did it just for that. I did it because I know that you're predominant in my hometown of Topeka, Kansas, which is about 90 miles that way. And I tagged you because I wanted more people in the Topeka region to see it. And then I felt stupid afterwards, and that was probably a dumb thing to do. But it happens to me all the time too, especially in the industry. Somebody will tag me in a post. It has nothing to do with me, and they're only using me for my reach. They know that I have, an extended reach online, and if they tag me in a post and I accept that tag, it's going to be able to blow out and more people are going to see it. And I think that that's getting dumb. I think that it's becoming misused. I think it's more of a, it's not frowned upon. It's just personally frowned upon. It's on the same level. I'll tell you this right now. It's on the same level as when somebody creates a group on Facebook and then automatically adds every single person that they're connected with on Facebook into that group. And then you've got to take the time to go into the group and then let yourself out of the group and then push the button that says, don't ever invite me back into this group. It's same on that inconvenience level. Like seriously, unless it involves me or you send me a message saying, and this is what I'll solemnly swear, unless you work for AutoAlert. If you work for AutoAlert and it's an announcement about our company, I'm going to tag you in it, not because I want your reach, but because I want you to be able to see it, right? I want you to be able to see it come up. And we have our own private group on Facebook for AutoAlert. We also have Pando and our own internal messaging service that we have that we also sell to our dealerships nationwide. So if you're looking for an internal communication device, it's going to let everybody know what's going on, plus giving them the opportunity to post to Facebook. Hit me up and I'll tell you all about our internal messaging device through Pando, which is getting ready to release. But yeah, stop just tagging people in posts just because you want to use them, just because you want to use their reach. It's ridiculous. It's unprofessional. It needs to stop. If you can't get your reach on your own, then put it on a page and put some money behind it. Don't. And then I kind of bounce back and forth here because I have the opportunity to go ahead and kill it. I don't want to sound like a jerk. I don't want to sound like a jerk, but like, don't post me in your stuff to exponentially make your reach larger. But just give me a heads up. Just give me a heads up. Say, hey, listen. And you can do it for multiple posts too. If I got somebody who's going to, do this every once in a while, every weekly, just send me a message. Say, hey, listen, I'm going to be posting these things out there. I want to be able to get as much maximum reach as I can. I would like to tag you in my posts. Is that okay with you? Are you cool with that? I'd love to, to use your network as well. And I'm the type of person, I'll tell you yes or I'll tell you no. If you've done something for me in the past, we're able to go back and forth. You scratch my back, I'll scratch or I think I screwed that up, but you scratch my back, I scratch yours. Then I got no problem with it. If it's just a random post where I've been tagged in with 56 other people, so stop doing that. So let's go back and let's get these out. Number one, you gotta tell stories. You want to make your brand, yourself, your company better online. Tell stories. And remember, personal purpose and promotion, right? Number three, original images, which can be memes, be selfies, your own original images. There's enough filters out there that you can make really crappy pictures look good. Random thoughts when it comes to content. Random thoughts are great. I think I'm going to start doing random thoughts more. I think those are fun. Behind the scenes type information, that's huge. That's a big thing. In fact, they push me more here at Auto Alert to show more behind the scenes during these videos and what I do. So we look like for fourth quarter that we may be doing a lot more of that. Ask real questions, spotlight people, spotlight businesses, write reviews for businesses, totally write reviews for businesses. And if you're in Lazelle's, you might get free protein shakes. Yeah, I was trying to think of that, Faulkner. Deep Thoughts by Jack Handy. Absolutely. Deep Thoughts by Jack Handy. Random Thoughts by Joey Little. Yeah, Little Thoughts by Joey Little. I like that. Little Thoughts by Joey Little. And then finally, stay consistent. There's nothing more than trending topics was in there too. But there's nothing more annoying than starting to get into somebody's content, really kind of getting into it, maybe following it. I follow a lot of you guys on Facebook, and I'm very much of a big lurker when it comes to that. But, yeah, and then you don't stay consistent. Then you're just gone. You disappear. That's how it is. It's crazy. So thanks again for checking out the podcast today, which is up on the big screen here. And thanks to all of you on the Facebook Live. Tell your friends and family. Do me a favor. Hit a share on this. Just share this thing. It'd be great. If you don't, I'm going to tag you in this post, and I'm going to use you anyway. Just kidding. Not going to happen. So I will see you guys again tomorrow. And then we're going to be doing some Facebook Lives from San Antonio, Texas, maybe in the basement at the Alamo, looking for Pee Wee Herman's bicycle. So have a great day, everybody. Have a great day, and keep smiling. All right.